You just do it because I know that a disease and Jesus cannot live in the same place. I know that my empty water pot over here is not going to stay empty, because guess what? I know he's going to fill it. I know that by faith, I don't know how he's going to do it. I don't know who he's going to use, but by faith, I believe that he's going to fill the water pot. The party looks like it's going to end, and people are going to start talking, and people are going to start gossiping, and Facebooking, and text message, and Instagram, and say, oh my God, they ran out of wine over there at New Dimension. They don't have sufficiency, but the devil is a liar. He's getting ready to feel. Don't you leave the party yet, girlfriend. I may not look like what I've been through. I may not arrive where I'm going, but I'm not where I used to be. Don't judge me based on where I am right now, because I'm on my way to a better place. Don't leave the party. He said, servants, come servant, real quick, come. Let me close. I gotta close. Come servants, come. Watch this, real quick. He said, woman, my hour is not yet come. Wait a minute. You know what I discovered when I read that? I discovered that God had a weakness. To make it very clear, I didn't say he was a weak link. And I didn't say he was weak. I said discovered he had a weakness. Praise to God is like kryptonite to Superman. You see, that's why you never let people shut you up. If they say you're too loud, tell them too bad. Because I got too much on the altar. I got baby kids with children on the corner, little churches. I got God to do something in my life. I got some baby kids. They ain't dying, they multiply. I got a leaky roof. I got a brand new car. I got a job that's on the edge. And I'm on the edge. So I cannot stop praising the Lord. But this is my remedy to keep my sanity. I got to give him praise. Sometimes I don't know what to say. Sometimes I can holler. Hallelujah. Somebody shout glory. Listen, don't let anybody ever make you stop giving God praise. Let me show you how God can help himself. Prophet went over to the man in God's house and said, hey, your time is up. Who was that? Right. He said, your time is up. Watch this. And the prophet packed up his bag, put his coat on, put his hat on, and he started walking out the gate. And he walked out the gate. And watch this now. Hezekiah turned his face to the wall and started giving God his resume. Lord, you know, I worked down there at New Dimension Church. He really didn't like me. I fried chicken on Wednesdays, and I went by the Big Riggin on Fridays, and I went to prayer choir, and I joined the choir, and the prophet kept on walking. Lord, you know, I went down to the WABC. I got an award from the president. I got my certificate. I graduated from Kumalana, and I kept on walking. I graduated from Kumalana and the Kumalana. Lord, you know, I got another thing. I graduated from the Tom School, Bible School. I got it, and the prophet kept on walking. Lord, you know, I got a certificate. I got an award. I got the best dress award, the best read club. Come on, somebody. I'm the president of the Children's Committee. Lord, our prayer, the prophet kept on walking. It wasn't until Hezekiah said, but Lord, the dead praise ye not. And God said, all right, if you're going to praise me, prophet, turn around. Go back and tell him I'm going to add to his life. Because if you're going to praise me, that's enough to make me stop the death date. That's enough to make me change my mind. But I don't think you're going to die. That's why you should never let anybody shut your mouth. Open up your mouth and give God praise. Come on, somebody. Give him a little more praise right there. Give God a praise of the devil. Need your man last week. He tried to mess with your money this week. He tried to stop you coming to church this morning. Give God a praise. You can call you want to. Let's close. Praise the Lord on God that one day David didn't go to all the schooling and was not privileged to go to all the detailed schooling like Bishop Jesse Abbott. Bishop Abbott was in the aristocratic side. Me and David were on the hood side. We didn't know how to bow, what to wear, what mic to put on, what iPod. We didn't know how to do it. The only thing we knew, what we learned on the back of the mountain, was give him praise. And we use our testimony. So David said, I'm not sure how to do this, what to bow, what to wash, the golden brazen altar, the shewbread, the tabernacle with it. I'm not sure, but what I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and start going to God's presence, and I'm going to go with calling him everything. He's wonderful. He's counselor. He's a mighty God. Everlasting Father. I know I'm a little rusty because I came from the south side of Maryland, but Lord, I praise you today. I thank you. I know I'm a former drug addict, but thank you on my mind. I know I was a wild girl. I know I was a homemonger. I know I was a drinker. I know I was a gun pusher. Come on, but Lord, I praise you. I magnify your name. You all together lovely. You are Jehovah Jireh. You all together lovely. You ransom from thousands. You are the Lamb, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. And David said, guess what? I don't have on the right clothes, but guess what? He let me in with a praise. Let me tell you how to get in. Enter into his courts with thanksgiving. Enter to his gates with praise, and he will let you in. Praise. Jesus sweating because Mary turned the faith up so strong. My hour ain't come, but she done turned it up so strong. Come on, somebody. While everybody is getting their last cup of wine, he said, give me, how many I have up here? I need 3 more men. Real quick, 3 men. Do we need to go in the back and check? Come on, somebody. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Watch this. He had an afterthought. Sometimes it'll happen to you, you know. I love my men now, don't get me wrong. I love the brothers. I love the brothers. And don't like men in church. Come on, women. If you're not a good man serving the Lord, you encourage him. Come on. So if you come back to all my singles, and we'll come back to young focus. You that maybe lost your, I'm imparting these things the Lord given to me. You may have lost your virginity and you're still not married, but guess what? There's a hope for you. Because see. And for those that are virgins, remain virgins. Let me tell you why. You don't want the emotional baggage to come with it. But also, secondly, virgins get their prayers answered quickly. Which you shall hear. But for those that may not be virgin anymore, there is a prayer called the Spirit of Virginity. And I teach that. Spirit of Virginity. So that goes to the men too. I know some taboo if a man is 25 to 30 and haven't had sex, then we think it's a problem. Because the world has twisted it. Because that's not normal, we say. But in fact, in God's kingdom, it's very normal. That you can have self-control. But if you went to the garden and you went inside the garden, and if you became a walking seed planter, you got to remember that those seeds come up at 10 fingers, 10 toes, So what we got to do with the men, we'll do a problem from the women. We won't tell them what we're going to do. We're going to have to take the men, and we got to undo all of their gardens. Listen, watch carefully, because every man, and women, you got to be careful too. Listen, young people, listen to me, young people, listen. Don't think if Johnny slept with 10 women, and then he slept with you, and you're not married, you're sleeping now with 10 other folk. So everywhere the testes, testicle mean testament or testes, mean when they strike the post, it's leaving a testament. I want you to hear me. It sounds comical, but I want you to hear me. It's leaving a testament to say I was there. And then the spirit that goes behind it is covenant with you. So when they get up off of you, and whoever they slept with, now the person is also inside of you, and you start acting indifferent. That's why you think, young people, young teenagers, especially the girls in here, why do you think your mama know when you had sex? Because you start changing. You start acting like you're feeling yourself. Come on, somebody. You start smelling yourself. You start walking differently. You start getting a rolling of the neck and snapping one time too many, and your voice start modulating. That's when it's time for you to get a beat down. All of a sudden, you start feeling yourself like you know the air. Come on, somebody. And mama got to wring her hair, put on her Vaseline, put on her sneakers, and put girlfriend and a ponytail, and put you back in your place. But why? You start acting funny. Because why? Because all the people in you is acting out of you. Stay a virgin. Do not give up the cookies. Hey, you that make the scripture. You're a virgin? Stay there. If you're not, get there. If you have not been, don't go no more. You got me? Hold it down, baby. Take a shower. Do what you got to do. Because America has become in condemnation.
Come on.
Do you hear me? I said condemnation. So all my church girls in here, don't be hanging out. Listen, if the man wants you to come out and hang out at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, something not right. If he wants to pick you up from your house at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, something not right. My grandmama told me years ago that all they open at 3 o'clock in the morning is bars and legs. Come on, somebody. I can't get myself to pick. Now you see why sometimes I go to church and send me home with a ham sandwich. Pastor Jason, they send me home with a ham sandwich, and I'll be hungry too, trying to pay my toll at the toll booth, looking for money in the ashtray, you know. And they send me home because sometimes when I be preaching something like this, I be messing up the pastor's gig, you know. Because he got a little something hanging around there. And he's trying to get some booty from the boy. Come on, somebody. Himself. And one time I was in church in Georgia and told the pastor, you can't screw no deacon no more. Because God don't like him. I can't get no him in here. I can't get no him in here. You can't screw him no more. Come on here. You got to change your lifestyle. We ain't gonna be no loose church. We're gonna be a church with dignity. And we also gonna have compassion. So when folk fall and mess up, we're not gonna keep them down. We're gonna pick